A warm welcome, good evening, welcome to Pulse of the Week. This is yours truly, Kofi Asante Mensah here on NSG News with integrity, the future of Ghana's digital journalism. It's Pulse of the Week on Friday, today the 20th day of March 2026. Welcome to the program. This is the program that brings you a wrap of the week, major stories. And Kofi is here to help you celebrate, even as the evening comes to an end, a very special, happy Eid al-Fitr to our Muslim brothers and sisters. And we say, may Allah continue to bless us all. This is the holiday edition of Pulse of the Week, Friday evening like this one. When I return, there's more for you because in our headlines today, there's so many from the camp of our Muslim brothers and sisters. And I've got some breaking news. If you love acting, when I return, there is more. Please stay with me. A pleasure. We're coming to you live from Jacana Street here in Amahia, the center of the world, Accra, Ghana. This is Pulse of the Week on NSG News. And this is your man, Kofi Asante Mensah. Today, I have a special name by way of the celebration of Eid, and my other colleagues have their names as well. I want to share special names with you. Justice is known as Ishmael for today, just for today, all right? So Kofi Berry is known as Bashiro for today, just for today, this evening on the show. And I am known as Ibrahim. If you get angry, you can add Muhammad to it. Is that okay? Thank you. Let's begin with the breaking news as we have it right now. The big news is that legendary American actor Chuck Norris is dead. I'll be showing you his picture on your screen pretty shortly. And this is the news we are gathering this evening. Chuck Norris, the legendary American actor and a martial artist whose name became synonymous with toughness and action cinema, has passed away, and that's his picture on your screen right now. He died on the morning of March 19th, 2026 in Hawaii, according to a post by his family. In a statement shared on Instagram, the family asked for privacy and noted that he was surrounded by loved ones at the time of his passing. And I quote, "It is with heavy heart that our family shares the sudden passing of our beloved Chuck Norris yesterday morning. While we would like to keep the circumstances private, please know that he was surrounded by his family and was at peace." And the quote continues, says, "To the world, he was a martial artist, actor, and a symbol of strength. To us, he was a devoted husband, a loving father and grandfather, an incredible brother, and the heart of our family," the statement read. Of course, the death appeared to come suddenly, as reports indicate that Norris was hospitalized either on Wednesday 18th March or Thursday 19th March 2026. Sources close to the star noted that as recently as Wednesday, March 18th, 2026, he had been working out and was described as being in an upbeat and jovial mood, making the news all the more shocking to those who knew him. Norris built an iconic career in Hollywood on the back of his extraordinary martial arts background and magnetic screen presence. He rose to prominence through a string of instant action films in the 1980s, becoming one of the decade's biggest box office draws and a cultural symbol of American toughness. Away from Hollywood, Norris was no less impressive. He held black belts in multiple martial arts disciplines, received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1989, and was officially inducted as an actual Texas Ranger in 2010. One of the most celebrated chapters of Norris's life was his close friendship and training partnership with martial arts icon Bruce Lee. The two trained together in the mid-1960s and later co-starred in the 1972 classic, quote, The Way of the Dragon, of quote. In his later years, Norris stepped back from acting, making only occasional appearances, most notably a cameo in the Expendables 2 in 2012. His final years were also marked by personal loss, including the death of his mother in 2024 and the passing of his first wife, Diney Holchick, in December 2025. He leaves behind a legacy that stretches far beyond film, one built on discipline, resilience, and a career that turned his very name into a cultural phenomenon. And we say rest in peace, Chuck Norris. Now let's move on to today's celebration of the Eid al-Fitr. And the president, he has been making some big speeches today at the Independence Square this afternoon. And I want to go to that very story right now. He's been talking about why diversity brings us unity. Our diversity by way of culture is not a weakness, and it brings us unity. President John Dramani Mahama has called on Ghanaians to safeguard the country's long-standing tradition of peaceful coexistence, urging citizens to reject diversion or division, I must say, extremism and intolerance. Delivering a message at Independence Square during Eid al-Fitr celebrations on Friday, today, March 20, the president described Ghana as a shining example of unity among diverse religious and cultural groups. Listen.
We are all the same. And so let me greet all of us with the Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. It is with great joy and humility that I join you this morning at the Independence Square to celebrate the blessed occasion of Eid al-Fitr. On behalf of the government and good people of Ghana, I extend my warmest congratulations to our Muslim brothers and sisters across the country and indeed across the whole world. Today is a day of thanksgiving to Allah for granting us the strength, patience, and faith to complete the holy month of Ramadan successfully. Over the past month, we have undertaken a journey of spiritual renewal. We've been abstaining, we've been sacrificing, and devoting ourselves to prayer and reflection. Ramadan teaches us enduring values of self-discipline, compassion, generosity, and humility. The Holy Quran reminds us in Surah Al-Baqarah 2, verse 183, and it says, "O you who believe, fasting is prescribed for you, as it was prescribed for those before you, that you may become righteous." This righteousness, this conscious.
President John Dramani Mahama over there. President John Dramani Mahama has also called on leaders involved in the ongoing Middle East conflict to choose dialogue over war, urging a peaceful resolution to end the suffering of innocent citizens.
On restoring hope, rebuilding trust, and creating opportunities for everyone. We're focused on expanding access to quality education, creating jobs, especially for our youth, investing in infrastructure. To Allah, our thoughts are with those who are impacted by the continued conflict in the Middle East. Innocent lives, including women and children, are being lost. Families have been displaced and communities have been shattered. On this solemn occasion of Eid al-Fitr, I invite all of us to offer prayers for peace in the Middle East. Let us pray that Allah will grant comfort to the bereaved families. Let us pray for healing of those who have been injured. And let us pray for relief to those in distress and wisdom to the leaders of the countries that are fighting to choose dialogue over war.
This is still Pulse of the Week, and we're live on NSG News. Please go ahead and like our many social media platforms and our pages. Share some comments, and I'll be glad to read them for you. That is our social media platforms. We're there on YouTube, Instagram, X, and also on Facebook and TikTok. Please go ahead and like our pages and share with friends. Let's move on, but still stay with the fatal mood, because the Vice President, Professor Jane Nano Pokuajimai, has urged Ghanaians to embrace unity, peace, and moral renewal as Muslims across the world celebrate Eid al-Fitr following the holy month of Ramadan.
As we celebrate this joyful Eid, let us remember the urgent challenges facing our world. These issues call for a renewed global effort to pray for peace, stability, and prosperity. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in times of both ease and hardship, it is our unity, mutual respect, and understanding that will carry us forward. This is a time for reflection, spiritual renewal, and very importantly, connection for all of us. The overlap of Lent and Ramadan in this year serves as a strong reminder of the shared values that unite us. It highlights the importance of faith, sacrifice, and peaceful.
Professor Jenano Pokuajimai over there, Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. Let's still remain with the celebration of Eid al-Fitr because back at the Independence Square, the spokesperson of the National Chief Imam also spoke on behalf of the National Chief Imam. Now, the office of the National Chief Imam has urged Ghanaians to renew their spiritual commitment alongside taking urgent action to safeguard the environment. The statement signed by the Executive Secretary to the Office of the National Chief Imam, Sheikh Dr. Usman Nuhu Shaributu Usmano Saidu, extended warm felicitation to Muslims in Ghana and across the globe following the successful completion of the fasting period of Ramadan, describing the holy month as a period of sacrifice, discipline, and spiritual growth. The message praised believers for their steadfastness and devotion. Listen to Sheikh.
We were able to make an official announcement on behalf of the Chief Imam, and hence just today we are able to meet and say our Eid instead of the normal practice that would have done so tomorrow. So Chief Imam says I should extend to you this very important appreciation. The theme for this year celebration, our earth, our future. Islam teaches that the earth and everything that exists in it are signs of the greatness and wisdom of Allah. The Holy Quran reminds us that, saying, إن في اختلاف الليل والنهار وما خلق الله في السماوات والأرض لآيات لقوم يتقون. Indeed, in the alternation of the night and day, and in what Allah has created in the heavens and the earth, are signs for people who are mindful of Him. These signs serve as reminders of us, of Allah's majesty, and call upon us to reflect upon the duties, our duties as stewards of His creation. Your Excellency, in Islam, the human being occupies a special position, and that is, he is the Khalifatullah fil Ard. That is the vicegerent of Allah on earth, or if you like, the representative of Allah on earth. Allah says in the Holy Quran, indeed, I will place upon the earth a successive authority, a representative who will undertake a duty to manage and to keep in trust, in profound responsibility, those things which Allah has provided for us in this world. The Holy Quran therefore calls on us to eschew and abandon, avoid all forms of distractions and corruption that seek to destroy the gifts of Allah given to us, on us, and then also depriving all humanity from making the best of benefit from the compassion of Allah through the creation that He has given to us. Considering the growing environmental crisis facing our world today, it is imperative that we take collective responsibility to protect our environment.
The public relations officer of the office of the chief imam over there. Sheikh, thank you very much. We're still remaining, but this time we're moving to Parliament. In the August House, members of Parliament, they have been sharing some goodwill message on the Eid al-Fitr. Let's take a watch.
Speaker, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam preaches peace, love for one another, and to be very modest during this celebration. Mr. Speaker, it is for a reason that for some time now, the Ramadan period has coincided with the Lent period by the Christians. It is very, very important for us to know and appreciate as a country that we should live together as one people, love one another, celebrate Christmas, celebrate Easter, celebrate Ramadan or Salah together in peace, in oneness, and ensure that we all achieve the goals of this country as brothers.
Many a time we observe this fasting from morning, that is before 6 a.m., when we take sahur. Those who really eat, some of us do not eat in the morning, we observe the fast until evening, and that is after 6 p.m. This is done for either 29 or 30 days, which is accepted by the Almighty Allah. Mr. Speaker, during the fast in the day, we neither eat nor drink, and neither do you have to get into any nocturnal activities, married or unmarried, and you try as much as you can to abstain from anything that would destroy your fast.
At this point, I would also want to pray that all those who lost their lives in the course of the fasting, may the good Lord receive them into the bosom of Abraham. In my constituency, on a fine Sunday, I decided to break the fast with some of my Muslim friends at Efiakobi electoral area. One of the gentlemen, a police station chairman, and a unit committee member, a very good friend of mine, who was part of the event that day. Unfortunately, the next dawn, were informed of his demise. Let's get to know one another and be united, irrespective of political divide and where we stand, even within our own political party. Let's love one another and not be antagonistic and form committees and sign letters against people.
This is very important for us today in Ghana. Let us don't allow religion to divide us. We should not allow politics to divide us. After all, when it comes to religion, the Quran says.
So don't let us be antagonistic, all right? That's the August House, the honorable members of Parliament sharing some goodwill of the Eid al-Fitr. This is when the moon was sighted to give us an end in sight, and an advice, a special advice from one of the sheikhs given to the youth, urging them to follow the chief imam's directions.
Authentic information has been received from specifically certain parts of the Ashanti region here in Ghana. Specifically, we are talking about Kantudu in Kumasi, Majema, Kumasi, Kwaso, and then as far as Wenchi. This information trickled has been authenticated. The chief imam about authenticity of this information caused us to officially announce to Muslims in Ghana that the Eid al-Fitr 2026 will be celebrated tomorrow, 20th of March 2026, at the Independence Square as usual, and the time for the Salat is 10 a.m. We hope that this information will be enough.
As a Hilal committee, we have objectives. Our main objective is to unite the Muslims under one umbrella by beginning the fasting together and ending the fasting together. There is only one way we can use, is to depend on our local sighting. When I say our local sighting, it means we sight our crescent in Ghana, here in our country, not in any country. So if we are depending on our own crescent here in Ghana, inshallah, I know that is the only way which can bring the unity among the Muslim Ummah in Ghana here. So,
all right, so bringing Muslims together under one very umbrella is very paramount so we can have peace and unity. I want to take your attention to trading by way of this very Eid al-Fitr celebration after 30 days of fasting and prayers. And some traders at Nima are really lamenting clearly that the market is not good.
Markets in Zango communities such as Nima are typically bustling with activity as residents prepare for the end of the Ramadan fasting period. Stalls are filled with food items, clothing and jewelry, but traders say the usual festive excitement has not translated into strong sales.
Expecting that the market will go on well, so that at least tomorrow there you know that we'll get something to support, but today the market doesn't go, so we are hoping that tomorrow we'll see how the market will go. But today it's not going on well, it's slow. The price rate is 110.
The prices I think is good, is okay. What I think is there's no money in the system. There's no money. If not the price, the things are coming down now, but there's no money in the system.
Some suppliers say even customers who purchased goods on credit are yet to settle their debts, citing financial difficulties.
I'm a supplier, so she's my customer, and from her, she's saying that market hasn't been very like it used to. It used to be previous years. So this year has been up, like down, compared to the previous years.
Despite the concerns, a few traders remain hopeful that last-minute shopping could improve business, pointing to what they describe as signs of gradual economic recovery.
Pricing ya zo kasa, shi yasa mun gode ma Allah. Domin ma Allah tanye shi, Allah ba shi karfi, ba shi lafiya.
Meanwhile, some residents say they still intend to mark the celebration, even if on a modest scale.
Allah iya muna, takabbalallahu minna wa minkum. Hello. I'm fully prepared, fully active.
Related development, the Member of Parliament for Ayawaso East, Baba Jamal, has urged the public to avoid describing residents of Zango communities as foreigners.
Always a pleasure. Thank you very much. And on that very note, we go for a quick breather. When we come back, there is more stories. Have you heard a reaction from the CAF president on the AFCON trophy? We have a lot for you. Please stay with me. I'll be right back. Hi there. What number is this? 3, right? All right. It's time for NSG News. Welcome. My name is Kofi Asante Mensah. And here at NSG News, you'll get serious documentary to watch, news, reviews, views, and what have you. Because we have Pulse of the Week and also exclusive on the hot seat. On NSG News, we say news with integrity. Thank you very much. And this is Pulse of the Week on Friday, the 20th day of March 2026. And this is NSG News, news with integrity. Please join us on our many social media platforms, like our page, and share with friends and family. On this special holiday, the fatal holiday, we're here to serve you the best of information, education, piece of entertainment. And my name is Kofi Asante Mensah. For the purposes of today's program and today's holiday, I am known as Ibrahim, and Justice is known as Ishmael. Kofi Berry is known as Bashiru, just for this show and this evening and just for the holidays. I'm sure it's a lengthy and a long holiday today and Monday, so we would have some time to enjoy. Now, let me take your attention to Parliament right away, addressing lawmakers in Parliament on Thursday, March 19, 2026, the Efutu Member of Parliament said the Lands Minister rejected the concerns of the minority in drafting the agreement, and I'm talking about the lithium agreement. Quote, "We, the 87 minority, votes en bloc against this lithium agreement to the extent that the Lands Minister did not carry our concerns on board and insists on carrying the report in its current form and shape," he stated. Afenyomake noted that the minority members are not prepared to endorse the lithium agreement, but it has been endorsed and agreed in Parliament. Listen to Afenyomake.
87 minority caucus of this House vote en bloc against this agreement, to the extent that, Mr. Speaker, the minister did not carry our concerns on board and insisting to carry the report in its present form and shape. We cannot be part of this. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, we vote en bloc in rejecting this. That is when, Mr. Speaker, you put your question. Mr. Speaker, we are signaling that when the question is put, this side of the House, all 87 are voting en bloc.
Minority Leader.
No, Mr. Speaker.
Minority Leader, you
That's Honorable Afenyomake over there. And from the August House, I want to take you outside the Republic of Ghana, the shores of Burkina Faso, because it is clear now that they have banned the importation or the exportation of tomato from Burkina Faso in a move aimed at safeguarding its local industries. Burkina Faso has announced an immediate suspension of all fresh tomato exports nationwide. The decision taken by the country's military-led government is intended to ensure that domestic tomato processing factories have enough supply to operate without disruption.
I have lost all my capital. We don't know what to do now.
In a letter signed by the Francophone government, it noted that the ban is necessary to feed the country's national processing units. It also suspended the issuance of the special export authorizations, cautioning operators holding valid fresh tomato export permits to complete their export procedures within 2 weeks.
Na prakupe 2 weeks mempesa mubesiwa sasa mna eha adwene pa ayen.
The ban is really disturbing to know. Ghana is going to be affected heavily. We have nowhere to source the tomatoes.
Ntosi ne yusu weda. Sesebra wodo bi wo ha enye yie. Nti ntosi nde sese hwa na ebi wo. Togo ebi wo ho nso enoso. Wo mu na wo ntosi ne dodo no.
Currently, a box of tomatoes sells at a minimum of 2,500 cedis, with potential price hikes looming. It is expected that consumers will in the coming days scramble for the commodity. The new move has reignited concerns for the government to urgently prioritize the local tomato industry by revamping irrigation systems and local processing units.
Some few reaction from market women here in Accra and Kumasi and over there. I want to take your attention to some very pressing major story with respect of transportation in this country. It has to do with some 13 months of arrears, and they are livid about it. They are not happy at all. This week they went to the Ministry of Transport to express their disgust and their anger to the ministry, and I'm talking about the railway. According to some staff of the Ghana Railway Company Limited took to the Ministry of Transport with placards of various inscriptions to seek redress of their grievances. According to them, despite the availability of a said 20.6 million cedis from the sale of obsolete railway materials, which they say was promised to settle 10 months of the arrears, the fund have not been realized, as was directed by President John Dramani Mahama in October last year.
That there should be a quick, before the this month ending, we want our money, and by Tuesday we'll be here again with the minister to give us a fully conclusion of this issue.
The Railway Workers Union represents workers across the eastern, western and central railway lines and typically includes station managers, technical staff. The group says government owes them over 20 million Ghana cedis in salary arrears.
These workers indicate they've been without salaries for the past 14 months.
Only God. You can't survive. Only God. But say there's problem in the house. They keep on lying to us. That's the reason why we crowded here.
When you say lying to you, what do you mean?
It means that I'm the Adenisha, Equa, no more possible now. The thing is on pending. The thing is on pending. The thing is on pending. Now we are tired of it.
For some, life has been unbearable. They have been unable to pay the fees of their wards for school.
My wife looks after me now. I have 3 children and they are about to reopen school. How am I going to pay their fees? The Ministry of Transport says talks are far advanced in addressing their salary arrears.
By the end of next week, we do believe we'll receive some kind of response from the Ministry of Finance. And it will be based on that we can determine that by this date or next date, you will be paid. After all, we were at the Labour Commission yesterday, and you heard them. You heard our responses to your...
So pictures and videos and sounds of aggrieved and livid railway workers over there. Let's move on and talk about state-owned enterprises, SOEs, in this country, because government has some information for them. The Vice President, Professor Jane Nana Opoku Arjiman, has announced that the government is considering the introduction of a performance-linked remuneration framework for specified entities as part of its efforts to strengthen accountability, improve efficiency, and ensure state-owned enterprises deliver value to citizens.
Deputy Finance Minister Thomas Nyakuampem reinforced President Mahama's firm stance on the fiscal discipline expected of SOEs. He issued a directive prohibiting all loss-making state-owned enterprises from paying bonuses to management, boards and staff.
Every inefficiency in an SOE is a tax on the Ghanaian people. The strategic action taken in these critical sectors show that we will preserve strategic institutions and help reposition them to deliver. However, partnership is reciprocal. Support from the state must be matched by responsibility to the state. Going forward, our message is simple: deliver or be dissolved. Here, we are only restating President Mahama's warning that, and I quote, loss-making SOEs will no longer be tolerated.
Addressing the issue, Director General of SIGA highlighted that the financial activities of SOEs are closely monitored, leaving little room for such practices to go unnoticed.
We know where all money is
go by way of expenditure. We know their revenue lines, we know their expenditure lines. And if at the end of the year, our analysis show that you were unable or you are unable to declare profits, and we see a line that shows that you have paid bonuses to yourselves,
including ports, power utilities, infrastructure authorities, and various institutions, are national assets. They are instruments of transformation and engines of national development. This event is therefore an important national conversation about growth, accountability, and the future of our economy. It is also an opportunity to take a clear-eyed look at where we stand and what must change. Ladies and gentlemen, over 170 specified entities operate across key sectors of our economy. They manage significant assets and employ thousands of Ghanaians. In fact, our state-owned enterprises represent one of the largest concentrations of national economic assets. According to recent SIGA reports, the specified entities sector has generated billions of Ghana cedis in revenue. However, the combined liabilities and operational losses of some state
enterprise or state-owned enterprises, very, very questionable. And I support what the Vice President and Deputy Finance Minister Thomas Ampem saying. Some comments on our timeline on YouTube right now. Nana Kwame is saying, greetings Kofi Asante. I am intrigued by the President's decision to extend the holidays to Monday, with Friday's festivities concluded and the forthcoming weekend. The question is, why do you extend it to Monday? With Friday today, we are done with everything. We have Saturday and Sunday. The Monday we go to work. Kwame doesn't understand. Another Kwame doesn't understand why President John Dramani Mahama made it 2 days. But he promised the Muslims. Okay, there's another one from Sir Eugene. Sir Eugene say, I query the rationale behind the additional day off. Could this not potentially impact Ghana's productivity levels? This is from Sir Eugene. Sir Eugene, thank you very much. And it's quite dicey, and we take a good look at it when the need comes. Additional holidays. Mind you, when he came, there was a legislation to do away with some holidays with respect to the former administration, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's administration. Some holidays were removed and adjusted. Okay, you know the August 3 and the 1st July and all of that, they were adjusted in one way or the other. Let's go for a quick breather. When I come back, there's more for you. And the CAF president, he has been responding, Patrice Motsepe, he has been responding and to the Senegal and Morocco AFCON 2025 finale judgment that came from CAF. He's been saying so many things. I have something to tell him. Please watch out. I'll be right back. Stay.
You know, if you look at the last election, some were in complete shock
of the results.
Yes. While we were telling them 6 months before that yes.
So you are a traitor or what? I don't know.
The last person who will be a traitor in this country will be me. I'm very patriotic.
It is alleged that NDC is sponsoring you to do their dirty work. Let me put it that way. That's my word, dirty work, to discredit the advances of the MPP. You've been drawn into partisan politics. How do you come out of this one?
One, I have not been contracted, required to do anything for NDC against any entity in this country. Absolutely not. I don't belong to the NDC. I don't belong to the MPP. I don't have political party affiliation with any other party. No. Now look, where we are We are in Hachu now. I remember when I was going to write the O-levels, I didn't have money to pay for the fees. So I had to carry labor, do by day labor. Here. We're one of those who started building houses in this area as a laborer. You have to even go and carry the cement from afar because there were no buildings to store them in. This would be the shock. We were branded as mad people. But the numbers we were banding around was in excess of a 2.something million gap. We have to realize that the country, Ghana, has changed profoundly, even from 2016 levels.
I think it wasn't Ghana government funded.
No, it wasn't Ghana government funded. No, on your own you struggle, and then you go to Denmark. I remember when I arrived in Frankfurt on my way to Denmark, I had only $500 in my pocket, and that was to pay for your accommodation, pay for your feeding, pay for everything.
Hi there. What number is this? 3, right? All right. It's time for NSG News. Welcome. My name is Kofi Asante Mensah. And here at NSG News, you'll get serious documentary to watch, news, reviews, views, and what have you. Because we have Pulse of the Week and also exclusive on the hot seat. On NSG News, we say news with integrity. Thank you very much. And this is Kofi Asante. This is Pulse of the Week. Please go ahead, share some more comments with us, and we'll be so happy to read them. Please share the link. Share the link. Like our pages and share our link. Let's do some little sports. But don't forget, I have a special editorial this evening. When I'm done with this part, there is an editorial. And those of you who have birthday wishes, please stay with me because I have birthday wishes on the show to share with you. All right, so this is Pulse of the Week, and we continue with some sports stories. And CAF President Dr. Patrice Motsepe has issued a concise but firm response following the dramatic verdict on the CAF Morocco or AFCON Morocco 2025 final between Morocco and Senegal. An independent CAF appeal board chaired by a judge has sensationally overturned Senegal's 1-0 victory. The ruling came after the team's walk-off in protest of a stoppage time penalty was deemed a violation of Articles 82 and 84. Consequently, the final has been officially awarded to Morocco with a 3-0 score line. Dr. Motsepe expressed deep disappointment over the unacceptable incident that overshadowed the showpiece match, while reaffirming his full respect for all decisions by CAF's judicial bodies. Watch the CAF president, Dr. Patrice Motsepe.
Disappointment with the incidences that took place at the final match, and the important thing of what happened on that final match is it undermines the good work that CAF has done over many years to ensure that that there's integrity, that there's respect, that there's ethics, that there's governance, as well as credibility of the results of our football matches. The occurrences, those incidences at the final match of the AFCON Morocco exposes is the work that we are still dealing with concerning the suspicion and distrust. It's a legacy issue. When I became president, one of the major concerns was the impartiality, the independence, and the respect of referees and match commissioners. And a lot of good work has been done, but there continues to be suspicion because it's a legacy issue. It's something that has been there for many years, and And we consistently deal with that because that's critically important. Another important matter that these incidences at the final match brought to the fore is the independence and the respect of our judicial bodies. In choosing the members of our judicial bodies, we followed a different path, different from what had been the case before.
Yes, regions, bia omuni stadiums, the basic stadiums so.
So that's President John Dramani Mahama announcing a major infrastructure initiative aimed at transforming Ghana's sporting landscape by constructing 6 modern stadiums over the next 2 years. So this year, 2026, he is building some 3 sports stadiums, and this is how he chose to announce it.
Stadiums, the basic stadiums so. In Tiafia, yes, the sika semu budget, the sika ashim, I had the shots here any stadiums miansa. Na afibia yebeyebi, afibia yebeyebi, kopem se, mantembia ebenya modern stadium. Ente menimoka say omo ye design no, senya stadium no tibetie. Na yepese ye stadium a, enye se ekobo ball nkwa na ekoho. Yepese ye ho na eye economic center. Ente yebebie stores ho na ebinmo bebi ankrofo didi restaurant ni ade. Enti ya mobile mpo nipa timi kɔ hɔ ekonya enije. Enti omo ye designs no. Enti this year be start in 3. Na next year ya san ye 3. Kopem say region bia any stadium bia yebesi stadium. Wo hwa ye manifesto mu a ye see regions bia omo ni stadiums. Yebesi stadiums so ho. Enti afia ye sha asi budget.
So that's the president. He was speaking during his Resetting Ghana tour in the Bono region on Thursday. Yesterday, the president confirmed that his administration is prepared to build 3 new stadiums in 2026, followed by an additional 3 in 2027. It's time for my editorial. Just 5 seconds of break. Then I have just 5 minutes of editorial. Then we'll enter into our birthday wish. Then we are done for today. Please stay.
Oh, no beginning. Get used to it. I have stepped into my new beginning. Yesterday is gone. Yesterday of darkness is gone. A whole new beginning. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've stepped into my new level. See me watching me fly on eagle's wing. A whole new beginning. A new beginning.
Thank you and welcome back. And this is NSG News with your man, Kofi Asante Mensah. Fiercely independent. This is NSG News, the future of Ghana's digital journalism. News with integrity. This is Pulse of the Week, bringing you a wrap of major activities by way of news to your doorstep, wherever you are watching us from. We are happy you have joined us. Please go ahead, share our link, share some few comments, and we'll be here to read it to the rest of the world. This time is for editorial. This editorial is captioned "Beyond the Crescent and the Cross, Faith as Ghana's Strongest Bridge." An African proverb says, when spider web unite, they can tie up a lion. I would want to repeat. When spider webs unite, they can tie up a lion. As Ghanaian Muslims join the global Islamic community to mark Eid al-Fitr, we are not merely witnessing the end of a 30-day fast. We are observing the culmination of a deeply spiritual journey, one that speaks not only to Islam, but to the universal human condition. Eid al-Fitr, literally meaning festival of breaking the fast, follows the sacred month of Ramadan, a period defined by discipline, sacrifice, charity, and self-reflection. From dawn to sunset, Muslims abstain from food, drink, and worldly indulgences. But more importantly, they abstain from negative conduct, anger, greed, dishonesty, and what have you. It is a holistic purification of both body and soul. But why is Eid celebrated? At its core, Eid al-Fitr is a thanksgiving. It is a moment of spiritual victory, marking the successful completion of a divine obligation prescribed in the Holy Quran. It is also a celebration of resilience, self-mastery, and obedience to God, in this case, Allah. The day begins with congregational prayers, followed by acts of charity, zakat al-fitr, ensuring that even the poorest in society can partake in the joy of the season. This is where the message becomes national. In a country like Ghana, where religion is deeply woven into the social fabric, Eid al-Fitr is not just a Muslim celebration. It is a national moment of reflection. It reminds us of values that transcend creed, discipline, compassion, generosity, and unity. At a time when our nation grapples with economic pressures, youth unemployment, and social fragmentation, the lessons of Ramadan offer a blueprint for national renewal. 1. Discipline in leadership and governance, empathy in policy making, equity in resource distribution, sacrifice for the collective good. Imagine a Ghana where leaders fast, not from food, but from corruption. They fast, not from food, but from corruption. And I want to say that for the third time. Leaders fast, not from food, but from corruption. We want to have a Ghana where leaders fast, not from food. Pastors fast, not from food, but from corruption. Where citizens abstain, not just from water, but from acts that undermine national progress, like the aboboya and the indiscipline on our roads. That is the deeper call of Eid. Religion as a unifying force in Ghana. Perhaps the most powerful message this season brings is the potential of religion to unite rather than divide. Ghana stands as one of the few countries where Christians and Muslims coexist with remarkable harmony. Interfaith marriages, shared communities, and mutual respect are not rare. They are the norm here in Ghana. A profound symbol of this unity is embodied in the life of the national chief imam, Sheikh Usman Dr. Nuhu Shaributu, who even at 100 years demonstrated an extraordinary act of interfaith solidarity by celebrating his centenary in a church. That singular act sent a powerful message across the nation, not just in Ghana, but around the world. That faith, when rightly understood, builds bridges, not walls. In both Islam and Christianity, the core teachings are strikingly similar. 1, love your neighbor. 2, give to the poor. 3, pursue peace. Uphold righteousness. These are all teachings of Christians and Muslims. These shared values present a unique opportunity for Ghana, not just to tolerate religious diversity, but to leverage it as a force for national cohesion. The benefits of the national benefits of Eid's impact extends beyond the spiritual into the socio-economic benefit. Economic stimulation. It increased trade in food, clothing, and travel. Social cohesion. Strengthened family and community bonds. It brings us together. Philanthropy, redistribution of wealth through charity. People give out. Moral recalibration, a societal reset toward ethical living. In essence, it becomes both a spiritual reset and a social economic catalyst. As the crescent moon signals the end of Ramadan, it also signals a beginning, a renewed commitment to values that can transform Ghana. Let this Eid challenge us to 1, fast from intolerance, indiscipline, to abstain from diversion and division, to also challenge us to feast on unity, peace, and progress. Because in the end, the true strength of a nation is not measured by its resources, the amount of gold, cocoa, timber, coffee, diamond, or silver you have, but by its ability to live together in peace despite its differences. Eid al-Fitr is not just a Muslim festival. It is a national mirror reflecting who we are and who we can become. If we, like the spider in the proverb, we can weave our differences into a unified web, then Ghana will not only withstand the storms of our time, we will rise stronger and together. Eid Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers and sisters, and to Ghana, may our unity be our greatest celebration. And this is our editorial for today. All right, so thank you very much. And my name on the show for today, I told you, is Ibrahim. Justice is flagging the name for today. His Muslim name for today is Ishmael. Kofi Berry is doing Bashiru for today. Bashiru. let's talk some few birthdays, and we are out of here for today. Let's go and also have fun with our family and our friends. And I must say, a very blessed, happy birthday to some special people in our lives, and we want to go ahead and celebrate them accordingly. Help me to say a special birthday. Oh my goodness, where is it? Oh yes. Let's first of all talk about Mr. Richard, aka Abude, inside Amasaman, chairman. He is a ladies' man. This man, he is a ladies' man, and a very fine footballer. He's a great personality. He loves football, and his name is Richard, aka Abude. Hey, okay. So that should be yes. That should be. This is Babino. Yes, this one. Yes, this is Babino. Happy birthday to you, and happy Eid Mubarak to you. And Babino, you happens to be the CEO for Babino Gym Center and Babino Pub. Please enjoy this special holiday. And Babino, thank you very much. Now let's show the one for Richard, aka Abu. Oh, that's the man. Ladies' man, and he's all the way in Amasaman, a chairman, and he's a great footballer. And we say God bless you on this special day of your life here on earth, the day you were born. We say happy and glorious birthday. And you, the ladies, please take good care. Amasama and girls, Amasama Achama and girls. Hey, this man is so great. He's a special man. Please take good care of him. And we ask God to bless you bountifully. And Sir Eugene says he loves you, both of you. Special Eid Mubarak and Eid al-Fitr to all of you. And we say thank you for watching. Babino at Babino Gym Center and Pub. Thank you so much. My name is Kofi Asante Mensah. On the show for today, my name is called Ibrahim. This has been Pulse of the Week. I want to say a very big thank you to my team of producers, Mr. Justice Kluche, for this evening and today's celebration purposes is Ishmael. Mr. Ishmael. All right. A big thank you to Francis Enchi, known as Kofi Berry. For the purposes of today's celebration, is known as Bashiru. Thank you very much. And our able CEO and our secretary, we say God bless you. And thank you. Thank you for watching. Like I always say, all right, the chameleon changes color to match the earth, but the earth never changes color. Please keep NSG News as part of your daily diaries by way of media and news, and I thank you so much. And yes, some few comments over there. Let me read some few comments before I leave you. Yes. Oh, thank you very much, Kofi Berry. Bashiru today, okay. Bashiru, thank you for drawing my attention to it. And it's quite heartbreaking if you share comments and we don't read them. So let me read some few comments over here. Kofi, you got it? You posted it? Initiative from the president and Insuraba patients. Thank you very much, Insuraba patients. God bless you so much. Thank you for watching. It's Kofi Asante Mensah saying goodbye to you. It's tatai.